Hello teacher, how are you? My name is Allan Ordoñez and today I will going to talk about another TED Talk video that is called Love the Nature of Boy to Protect It from Big by Martin Santiago, that is a person from origin of Argentina. Before anything, it is important to know the definition of love. Love is any action or feeling that any person feels when you care about the well-being of the person or the object that you are interested in. And why I focus on the definition of love? Because it is important that the person that love is because this person know what he loves. So the first condition that we need to employ when we are loving something is that we need to know this thing. So we need to know to love. We only love the things that we know. And remember this phrase because at the final you will understand what I am saying and the importance that this phrase have in all the world. As Martin Santiago says, persons don't know about little things that pass daily in front of you, but we don't identify these things because we are don't concentrate in little things and little details. Martin Santiago, he proposed a method or a teaching technique to improve the importance of the environment, the care of the importance of the environment. What he proposed? He proposed that it is an error that we want to teach by showing the dangers of this event. For example, when I refer to this is that we actually we try to teach people that we don't we have to care environment because if we don't do this, this will going to pass. There is the danger. You understand me? Okay. But this is a complete error because we need to teach by making feel what you're going to know. And why I say this? Because it is easy to learn by doing what you feel, what you understand, what you like, that by learning by the skirt that you have, because the skirt that you have, if we don't learn and make the things that you need to do to avoid something. For example, when I make emphasis on this example is that I refer that, for example, people actually are trying to create awareness on us by demonstrating the possible catastrophes that can cause if we don't care the environment. In other words, is that we are introduce a feel of caring in you to do the things that we need to do to avoid this catastrophe. But this is a complete error because the best way to teach is by making feel the thing that you will going to know. And a clear example of this is learning by doing. That is a clear example of what I am telling right now. So, as Martin Santiago said, he made an experiment and he determined that when you are in a classroom of 4 walls, you really don't feel nature. It is important to have all class that we need as professional life, but the class of the curve environment it is important because if we introduce this concept when you are a child, when you're going to be a big person in years, so you are going to employ this knowledge when you are in adult person. Santiago proposed that in kinder, primary, secondary, and pre-graded level are important to take some course that explain and teach you the ways that you can prevent a damage to the environment. And the way that you will going to learn about this method is by loving the nature. When the video name is called Love the Nature of Boy to Protect It from Big, and it is textually literally because if you have this knowledge when you are a child, when you are big, you will employ these concepts. And it is easy to learn this when you are a child that to learn this when you are a big person. An adult, you could be. And the way that you can learn this is like, for example, it is not necessary to have a big green area to feel in nature, to feel in love with nature, to feel a connection. The important thing is that it can be in a small green area, but the important thing is that a person who live and who love nature transmit this knowledge and this passion to their child or to their tutors and create awareness and create this feeling in which you are loving nature. Because if you love something, you will going to care. And before anything to love, you need to know, as I said before. So that is the importance of this phrase. Santiago, as I said before, make experiment in a school of Argentina in Istanbul, and he determined that that many children are like in a period in which they know about nature, but they watch nature or watch the climate as like a normal thing, as like an irrelevant thing, but this is not really an irrelevant thing, it is an important thing. And it is important that we as future professionals, as future teachers, that employ this feeling on the little child, because before anything, the childs are the futures of our world. These are the future generation, and we need to inculcate this feeling of love to this person, because our generation and their generation have the planet in their hands. Our planet is suffer daily. We are damaging, we are making things that hurt in a great level our planet, and we are making anything to avoid this problem. It is difficult to change a culture when you are an adult or when you're an adult person, but it is easier to change a culture when you are a child, because when you are in a period of child is like the period in which you can change, you can transform this generation into the generation that you want to make from future. Santiago said clearly something, that nature make the life better. Without nature, we don't have life. And it is easy to understand this. We know, but we really don't care about this. And this is because we don't have any concept, we don't have any love, we don't enjoy nature. And why is this? Because our generation, when they are child, they play with cell phones, with PlayStations, with everything. But this is an error that our fathers commit because we can enjoy nature by playing outside, by enjoying the nature, enjoy the environment, things like that improve the care that we will going to do to protect our world. And as you remember, we will love the things that we know. And the purpose of this video is to know about nature, because nature is the principal energy that maintains our planet, and without nature we will going to disappear. Thank you for everything.